Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and welcome to Headlocks and Hot Packs. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to kick it with me here tonight on the holiday. And as you can see, some throwback football for tonight, keeping the Turkey Day tradition going. 1993 Pro Set Power Update. You can see updated Power Move cards from Series 1. This is the update set. There are technically no base cards in here. Everything is all inserts, but we're going to be looking for some rookies here, some of what can be found in every pack. But it comes down to basically 4 insert sets, and they do have some parallels to them as well. But you have Impact Rookies, Power Combos, Power Moves, and then Power Prospects, as we have Emmitt Smith on the cover here. We will rip right into this. This was picked up at the LCS, and like I said, we're keeping the Turkey Day tradition going. So strap in. This is going to be probably a bit of a long one if I was to guess, because these cards are glossy. They might be a little bit sticky, so feel free to take yourself a turkey nap during this break. But before you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe as we peel away the sides here. But each one of these insert sets has parallels. Like I said, the Impact Rookies have gold parallels as we check out the packs. Power Combos have gold and Prism parallels, and then Power Moves and Power Prospects have the gold parallels. The Prism ones are very hard to distinguish from like the regular. I think it's really only on the foil. We'll see here as we check out the design. And we actually have a gold on the front, but you can see some of the shininess on the logo there. So here's Power Prospects, and that is gold, our very first card. No crazy name in here. There are some, I guess it's debatable on whether they are rookies or not. That's Power Moves update there. But you have Bledsoe is in here. I guess the biggest names, or the Hall of Famers, would be Michael Strahan and Jerome Bettis. But where these are technically inserts, I don't know if those would really qualify as actual rookies. I guess that's up for debate. A little bit of stickiness on these, but honestly not too bad. And no real names to mention thus far. There's Quadri Ishmael. That was the Rockets' brother, Vinny Testaverde there. Like I said, the Prism parallels, it's only on the foil as the first pack finishes off there. And they are hard to tell the difference because you can see there is a little bit of rainbow foil on those logos, and I think the Prisms look pretty similar. Gold starts this one off again. That's Don Majkowski. Power Moves update. Oddly enough, there was not really any or much for rookies in the regular Pro Set Power set. There's Vincent Brisby, first one for the Pats collection. And the bigger names that are in here, like I said, Bledsoe, Strahan, Bettis, none of those guys had rookies in that set as well. So very unusual. But I would chalk this up to card companies. 1993 was definitely the year they tried some different things. We saw it with basically all of the companies. Pro Set did the Pro Set Power here. There's our first Power Combos. Art Monk, Ricky Sanders, and I'm not sure who Howard is. Kevin Williams, Power Prospects. Was that a gold? Oh, I know. Yeah, I think that is a gold. Power Combos gold? Or must be. We'll set it aside. Sometimes, it's, like I said, hard to tell the difference, especially in the Power Combos, because I believe the gold is on that lettering on the front. So you really gotta kind of look closely at them. But yeah, this is gonna be a long one, just based off of how we're running and how these packs are ripping. Look at that. Terrible there, as Charles Barkley would say. But like I said at the beginning of the video, this was a LCS pickup, Here's another gold, Hugh Millen. And I've been sitting on this one for a while, so I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. I want to say it was 30 bucks, which is not too bad. But we probably will run into a number of duplicates. I don't really think there are any Hall of Famers in here. Not much other than those rookies I mentioned. Well, a lot of the same people in that one pack, so that might be a bad omen for what is to come here. I think Montana might be in here, where it's an update, and I believe this was when he got moved to Kansas City, question mark? I'm not sure. We shall find out, because I'm pretty sure we will probably see everybody there is to offer in Power Update. And some of these names are pretty hard to read, just because of the type of font they use. It's Jay Schroeder there. Dan Williams, Kevin Green again, and Willie Rofe. So we're seeing some duplicates already. But that's why I said go ahead and strap in. We don't do a ton of wax boxes anymore. I feel like a lot of the more common ones we've pretty much ripped on the channel. Like a lot of times when I'm trying to find wax in person, I don't really enjoy buying them online because you don't know what kind of condition they are really in, and they get beat up shipping. There's the Strahan. Alright, so we've came across him, and then Ronnie Lott I forgot about. So another Hall of Famer in there. But yeah, generally I prefer to pick up wax in person just for those reasons. And generally the ones that I come across are stuff that we have already opened here on the channel. So that's why I say the more common ones you tend to see. Lots of early 90s baseball. I think we've ripped quite a bit of that. There's a Trent Green. He had some pretty good years with the Kansas City Chiefs. And Natrone Means, people will definitely remember him. Chris Slade, another one for the Pats. I think there's only like 3 or 4 Patriots in this whole set, if you can even call it that, because again, they're all technically inserts, or at least according to, I pretty much usually go just off of what it says on Trading Card Database, because that's where I keep track of my collection. So some people may disagree. There's a pretty familiar name on the front. Mark Brunell, Power Prospects, Gold. And I'm still surprised that these are not more stuck. I really thought they would be. But never really did finish my thought about the 93 products, and the company's trying different things. Like I said, ProSet did this Power Update here. You saw fun pack from Upper Deck in 1993 for baseball. I'm trying to think, what did Topps do different in 93 other than yeah, they didn't really get into the gloss yet. I think I might have caught a peek of a Bettis there. Alright, so the first time we saw that was the gold. That's the regular power combo. And then a gold Natrone Means, Mark Jackson, and then there is the Jerome Bettis. So again, rookie, not a rookie, debatable. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'm sure we'll see more of him. We're not even technically through the first quarter of this box, since I pulled a bunch of those packs out to make it easier to get to them. But we continue slogging away. Some of you might be heading back for your first bout of leftovers if you do your Thanksgiving celebration. Boy, a terrible ding on top of that one. I'm not sure how that happened. But if you do your usual family get-together for lunch, that's what me and my family usually do. There's the regular Mark Brunell there. This is about time that we're hitting leftovers for dinner. Or a couple of hours ago, it would have been supper in this part of the country. Supper. That's an early dinner, I guess, technically. Definitely a New England thing. I wish these packs would rip a little bit better. That would certainly help with our time here, but what else do I got to do? Not much. Got a whole lot of pretty much football, or this right here. Mostly football today. Football and food. There is the Drew Bledsoe. So first one of those we're seeing. Like I said, I anticipate seeing a bunch more. So probably I will pop some of those, or I'll end up keeping probably one of everything for myself, and then the other stuff will end up on my eBay store. That's generally the case. At least the things that are worth putting on there. There's Reggie White. So I guess this was when he got moved from the Eagles. I didn't even think of that. Garrison Hurst appears. And then Tim McKyer is stuck to an Eric Curry, who I feel like we've seen like 3 times already. I'm just going to keep pulling stacks out because it's a lot easier to get them out of the box. And these packs are not getting any easier to open. It seems like they're a little bit like if the packs are harder to open with this friggin' static cling on here, we need a dryer sheet or something. It seems like the cards are a little more stuck in those packs, which makes sense. Oh, science, I guess. Elvis Gerbach. People will remember him, definitely. Dana Stubblefield, Tim McDonald, so that was like a 49ers hot pack in there. Except for Joe Montana. But like I said, if he is in here, I think it's as a Kansas City Chief. There's another Bettis, so he ended up in... What do we have? He was in Power Prospects and Impact Rookies, so we've come across both of his. Another gold there I set aside. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, they do seem to be getting a little bit more stuck. Maybe it's the packs that are like closer to the bottom. There's another Mike Strahan, Ronnie Lott, and then O.J. McDuffie. Seems like the collation is kind of the same, I guess. I think Ronnie Lott came right after Strahan last time. Funny that they have him as Mike Strahan as well, not Michael Strahan, what everybody knows him as these days. Irv Eatman on the gold. Another Testaverde. Trent Green, yeah, I think maybe we have seen pretty much everybody already. That was another Chris Slade. I think it was pretty much all dupes in that pack. Good lord, look at this. These packs are just brutal ripping. Mark ripping. Another gold there. Rob Moore, Terry Kirby. Anybody notable? I keep having to go back and check and make sure that I'm not missing cards either because of that stickiness. Irving Fryer finished that last one off. This was when he switched AFC East teams from the Patriots to the Dolphins. Power combos, Rice and Young. That's probably the best one of those that you can find. And that's the regular version. Pat Swilling for the Lions, not the Patriots. On the gold. Come on, peel apart here. There's another Jerome. Craig Hayward. John Copeland. Yep, more and more stuck. And then Boomer Esiason for the New York Jets. Probably gonna have a big old commons pile. Or I guess they're not really commons, they're inserts. I don't know. Them being classified as inserts kind of throws everything off. Gold almost always the first or second in the pack. Another Kevin Williams, another Hugh Millen. Cowboys galore. Brunell. And that is that. Yeah, maybe I could have sworn that when I was a kid I had a Joe Montana of this and the Chiefs, but maybe it was just the regular Pro Set Power that was, after all, 30 years ago. Probably maybe more than that actually now. Bubby Brister on the gold. Really weird not seeing him in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. That's how I always remember him. Got another Bledsoe here. Somebody stuck to the back of old Drew. Yeah, it does seem to be kind of getting worse, but there's no like real paper loss or damage to anything other than that one dinged up Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I can't remember who it was. So whoever had this paid or took pretty good care of it, it seems. 90s cards, always a bit of a slog to get through when you're doing this amount of them, because of, especially in the mid 90s when they went crazy on the gloss. I often wonder if there's if there will be any of that in, like, you know, say if you open a blaster from 2024 and 30 years of like, I don't know, 24 Stadium Club that we did last week, where those are extra glossy. Perhaps the technology has been mastered so that will no longer be a problem. These packs are such a problem. Good lord. I'm gonna have to like pull out my scissors. This is like performing open heart surgery on this one. Scalpel, man. Alright, we're in. Roosevelt Potts on the gold. Tim McGee. Another A-Bear there. Or Herbert the Pervert, whatever you want to call him. I probably wouldn't call him Herbert the Pervert. Overall, I don't think we're doing too bad time-wise. We're probably just about halfway through. Another power combo. Those ones seem to be the rarest. Andre Rison, the best name on that one. If you have made it to this point in the video and have not yet, just another reminder, make sure you hit that thumbs up. I won't beat it to death. Rick Meyer, first one seeing that one, so I guess there probably is a bunch of others that we have not seen, more specifically in the power combos, because we've only been seeing those once every like 6 or 7 packs, maybe? Rifled through so many at this point. There's Stubblefield, gold. If we had any Prism, I probably missed it, so someone will definitely have to let me know. Tons of dupes here. Another Pat Swilling. But they're not so stuck that they're doing that old crackling business. Then again, you don't really want them to do that, because that's how you typically get damage on the older cards that are stuck together like that. Another 49er gold. It's Tim McDonald this time. Johnny Johnson, Jason Elam. Hadn't seen that one yet, so there's probably more to come. Marvin Jones. And I wasn't just making things up. There it is, Power Moves Update. Joe Montana for the Hall of Fame quarterback side collection. I don't know, is it even a side collection at this point if I'm still keeping them? I think it's pretty much if you're keeping them, I guess it's a PC, right? I don't specifically seek them out, but I don't get rid of them either, so I don't know. There's, I guess, another opinion question. And another 49er finding the gold appropriately. 3 packs in a row now where we've gotten a 49ers gold. Another Rob Moore. And Terry Kirby. I think those two followed each other up last time too. But we are getting there, which is why I said feel free to go ahead and take yourself a little tryptophan nap for this one. I will stay awake and keep ripping through these. Tough to tell what else there is left to see outside of these power combos. We got Rod Woodson and not sure who Figures is. There's our next gold. Craig Hayward again. John Copeland again. Boomer. Power Moves update. And then Rocket Ishmael. So him and his brother both made the cut for this one. We are getting down to pretty much the nitty-gritty of the NFL season at this point. The home stretch. All I'm really hoping for out of my Patriots at this point is just keep developing the kid and hopefully figure out what you're going to do next year, because obviously this year is a wash and has been for quite some time. Didn't really ever expect it to not be heading into the season, so pretty much the whole year was a throwaway in my eyes, outside of developing Drake May. Impact rookies, Rick Meyer, we don't see a ton of those either, so those and the power combos, definitely the least common, and everything else seems to pretty much be power prospects and power moves update. Another Bledsoe. I've seen a lot of people clamoring for those, we call them the Flying Elvis Patriots uniforms to come back. I was never a super big fan of those, although I will say the ones pictured in these cards from 1993, the first year they wore them with the red uniforms before I'm thinking more like the 95 ones, not a big fan of. But like these ones, not bad. Not bad at all. I kind of dig those. They're, the 95 like Super Bowl, or not 95 Super Bowl. Well, the Super Bowl ones against the Packers. I think everyone knows which jerseys I'm talking about. I just never was a big fan of those. But a lot of Patriot fans will look back at them fondly now. Oddly enough, I'm pretty sure that was the first sports jersey I ever owned, was that style jersey of Ben Coates, the Patriots tight end. Even though I am not a fan of it anymore, so like I said, kind of ironic. Don't you think? Alanis, Irving Fryer there, Rod Bernstein, Tim McGee, and same names, same faces, Glenn Milburn in that pack. I do not know. I don't know why I'm thinking about donuts. Do not know if there is anything that we have not seen other than these. Every time I bring that up, we keep seeing another power combo. This time it is Alvin Harper and Michael Irvin, quite possibly the very best wide receiver duo in the league at this point. Hard to argue if they helped propel that team to a couple of Super Bowl wins in a row. Rick Meyer again. And Sticky last one, Mr. Sticky Simpson. Alright, seeing lots of white in the bottom of this box means we are getting there. Definitely a few more packs left to go, so let's see what else we can find for power combos. I had to rip so hard on that pack that I almost knocked the camera totally over. See what else we get for power combos and the impact rookies. Maybe we'll get a gold Bledsoe, or all the golds haven't really been any of the good players, so we'll keep an eye out for that as well. Montana would be nice, or Bettis and Strahan as well. As well. How many times am I going to say that? When you're pretty much talking to yourself for nearly a half hour, sometimes you repeat things, just like this wax box, giving us tons of the repeats, except there's a not repeat. Impact rookies Drew Bledsoe. So cool that we came across both of those. I think that's all the Patriots there is to be found in here, other than the gold or prisms. There is another Joe Montana. I'm going to compare it to the other one. I mean, the foil on these, they all look the same to me. all look the same to me. I'm gonna have to look up some pictures of what the Prism ones actually look like. Because if I'm not mistaken, the only difference is a slight one on that foil, just like the golds here. Another Garrison Hurst. I think he's probably got an impact rookie as well as the power prospect, which is the one that we've seen. Curry, Edmonds, Everett, Wolford, and Ishmael. Okay, let's keep it pushing here. Again, we're basically just looking for those parallels at this point. Well, we're not really looking for much of anything other than to just enjoy a nice chill time, ripping some wax packs. Williams, Kevin Green. We saw him at the very beginning of this box, and then I don't think we saw him again until just now, so that's kind of unusual. Willie Rowe follows him again. Like a Klingon or a tail. Brisby. Yeah, okay, yeah, we did get Brisby. I thought so. Let's not slow her down now. We are reaching the finish line on this one. I still have a nice stack of things here off to the side of me. Oh, here's a power combo. What do we got? Jim Kelly and Frank Reich. That's kind of an unusual one. Why would you not go Jim Kelly and Andre Reed? Or Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas? Or Thurman Thomas and Andre Reed? So many other options there other than Frank Reich, but I do suppose this was around that time when he had that performance in the playoffs, I think it was. Helped get them to the Super Bowl, perhaps. It might have been this year, or yeah, this is update, so it would have been this year. Maybe that was it. But as I was saying, not sure what we'll be ripping next week. I do have some basketball, some baseball. There's another Bledsoe. Some modern football, some throwback baseball, I should say. So as usual, it'll probably be just whatever I'm feeling at the time, and then we'll continue with those as we hit the end of the year. And just like the last couple of years, we will our last card video of 2024 will be all the best pulls, best hits, best rookies, and just the best of 2024, which is always pretty fun to go back and make for you guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. So more fun stuff coming up here in the future, at least in terms of card night. Obviously there's all the other things still going on: video games reactions, trivia nights. So the future is bright. I have also started making shorts, so be sure you check some of those out as well. I'm not sure why I didn't do that before. There's another power combo. And an interesting choice for the Dolphins. That is Brian Cox and, was it Marco Coleman, I believe? Another gold. Meyer follows Byers. Did they do that on purpose? Alright, get off of there. Who was so sticky to Ricky there? It was Curtis Conway, that sticky bastard. Steve Berline, the last one. Alright guys, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think we've only got like 3 or 4 left here. And just like earlier, they do seem to be ripping, at least the packs, ripping worse towards the bottom of the box. So I'm not sure how they were stored, but they're sticky and not rippy, I guess. Tried to make a rhyme there, but they're sticky but not enough to the point where they're causing damage, so I can't really complain about that. But last few packs, here we go. Let's get a nice gold or a prism that like really stands out, so I can notice it. There's another Montana. So we got 3 of him. What else do we get? I think we got, what, 3 Bledsoes? 2 Bledsoes at least? Maybe 3? A couple of Bettises. I think we got a couple of Strahans. So we'll try and fill up more of those guys here as well in the last few packs. Hugh Millen gets the gold that time around. Is that George Teague? It is. Tom Zach. Is that the first time I've seen Tom Zach? Tough to remember them all at this point. Come on, there's always one. Garrison Hurst. McKyer. Oh, there's always 2. Never mind. We got another Buccaneer, Eric Curry. Edmonds reappears for probably the 12th time. And that finishes that. Kind of funny some of the things they advertised on the front of this too. High-tech stats. Here we go, another power combo. Seems like we're finding more of these towards the end. That is Cornelius Bennett and Bruce Smith. I feel like these days, an insert set like that for Panini, they would definitely focus more on the offensive side of the ball. Definitely the older football cards. They tried to focus on getting everybody involved. You don't see a lot of products these days that include like all the offensive linemen outside of what maybe Score. I don't even know that Score does that. I don't think they do actually. I think you really only see it with the rookies. Another Darren Smith there. In case anybody was confused and thought those were Emmitt Smiths this whole time, it is not. No real reason he would end up in the update version for 1993. Yeah, it is the same collation. Because that always went Kevin Green, then William Rofe, then whoever that Dolphin was, and then Vincent Brisby. So you saw it again there. Why you gotta give me such a hard time towards the finale of this rip? Another Mark Brunell gold. I wonder what the odds of that are in the same box. Gerback again, Potts, Carrier, Stubblefield, and McDonald follow each other up once more. I thought we only had 3 or 4 left, and that was probably 3 or 4 packs ago. Looks like we're down to about roughly 2 or 3 now. Potts Impact Rookies. Which of all the Impact Rookies, we've seen that one the most. Hardy Nickerson. Not really a big name for the Buccaneers. Good lord, get off of there. Who is it? It's Mike Strahan, you sticky beast. Another Ronnie Lott and O.J. McDuffie. Followed by nothing. Alright, we have made it to our final pack. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Like I said, we don't do a ton of these long rips here on the channel anymore. Mostly those were preserved for some of the earlier videos, but they are still fun to do every so often. There's our last gold, so we're not going to get really anything good out of the golds, unless you consider the Mark Brunell to be a good one, because we did get 2 of him. Michael Barrow, Bailey, Trent Green. I think 3 or 4 of those. That probably would have been a decently valued card in like the mid-2000s. Natrone Means. And that is that. Alright, so a big old stack of what I would kind of call commons in the middle there, but that will end things out for 93 Pro Set Power Update. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed these, this marathon-ish kind of a break. Not too terrible on time, and they weren't nearly as stuck as I thought they were going to be, so it wasn't too bad. But like I said earlier, no idea what we're ripping next week. I will keep it a surprise, which is usually what I do. That trash needs to go away. And yeah, that's all I got for you on this one. So hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving, have a good night, and we'll catch up soon.